I'm back. I'm going to try again for those of you that are watching me live and saw me interrupt it. My baby girl's with her mom now. She's getting fed. And so now I am going to go about and I'm going to try to finish reading what I couldn't finish earlier. So, like I said, we're coming into the last books. And what I mean by that is that this Age of Apocalypse has been spread out over several different titles. And for a lot of these books, like this Weapon X book, is the last Weapon X book. The next Excalibur book is the last Excalibur book. The next Generation X book. And so we're coming into the closing parts of this story in this whole big arc, which is cool. It's been really cool rereading it. So here we are, Weapon X. After Xavier, the Age of Apocalypse. Wake up, Mangle. I have a target. Not another goat. You know you have to drag it off the killing ground before. No, it's humanoid, reading 98.7 degrees, with a heartbeat within normal parameters. Patch me in a readout, Deadeye. Okay, I'm online. I'm bringing both our systems up to A level and tweaking up the adrenaline to combat status. Check out the protein curve on the sensor readings. This Joker ain't no flash scan. He's a mutant, and an alpha class to boot. I'm running a mug scan through our files of known alphas. Got a match already. That's Logan, Weapon X himself. Take him down. Consider him meat. Ha! Blew him out of his boots. Lord Apocalypse is gonna upgrade us for sure on this one. Wait, he's still showing life signs. That's why I'm gonna deal him the coup de grace. Huh? Eat adamantium and die, cyborg. the common right of toads and men. You boys cool your transistors in this neck of the woods for grins or what? Lord Apocalypse knew that you renegade gene traders will come sulking back to this weasel's nest sooner or later. So he set up a couple of cybered up mutant wannabes to bushwhack us? You gonna walk over to me and die, or do I gotta come to you? Why don't we both stay right where we are? I guess I just ain't in the mood for trading snappy repartee with some bozo who traded in his humanity for a full body job in an electrolyte bath. I mean, I'm a mutant. I was born different. And I sure didn't ask for the so-called enhancements I got saddled up with as a result of the Weapon X project. A fella's gotta hate himself something fierce to get the whole hog-altered human treatment. I figure it's more or less the first step in killing himself, so I'm just finishing the job for him. They sure had a heap of gall. Setting an ambush right out the gates of Wundagore. It still takes my breath away, even all devastated and abandoned like it is. I can still remember the way it looked. The first time I ever saw it, it looked like home. And that's what it became when old Eric Lencher took me in and saved me from myself. I had some of the happiest moments of my life in this place, and some of the saddest. We've sure had some nasty scrimmages with Apocalypse over the years. Oh, we've gave as good as we got, but Lord, the price we paid. How could Salvador ever think that the X-Men would ever believe that he would keep his word? That Kelly pack wasn't ever worth the magnetic media it was encoded on. You might say I have my suspicions burned into me. But like old Billy Burroughs said, paranoia is simply knowing the truth. Snick. No use skulking downwind if you don't ease off the safeties real quiet like. Logan? Gotta be Carol Danvers. I don't know anyone else who smells a gun oil C4 in channel number 5. You really do know how to compliment a lady, don't you? She was an Air Force intelligence spook and a space agency security honcho before she started running with the Human Defense League. Ain't much that gets by her. Yes, guys, for you who are watching, this is Captain Marvel in the Age of Apocalypse. This is Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel before she was Captain Marvel. Where's your better half? Uh, the puissant and tenuous Jean Grey. She couldn't make it. You still watching G-Dub's back? That's right. Semper Vita in Armis. We don't want Apocalypse's bully boys running a wet mission on him, do we? He's here then? He never left. He's up there. Never comes down. Hope you feel like climbing. In London. My mom and dad, then my brother and 2 sisters. For the love of heaven, little Aya was just 2. I saw Apocalypse Infinites kill them all. I was recording it all, you see, and it just didn't look real through the viewfinder, so I just kept recording and recording. The High Human Council thanks you for your testimony, young man, and you have our deepest sympathy. What we have just witnessed is only a preview of what awaits the rest of humanity if Logan fails his mission. He will not fail, Bolivar. He knows that the preemptive strike is our last chance to stop Apocalypse. I, for one, gave up too much to escape Apocalypse. Even if our plan fails, I will fight on to the bitter end. Brave words, Emma. Claw their eyes out, will you? Braddock has been a bit on edge lately, Moira. Aye, perhaps it'd be best if he remained behind in London. While the Armada moves to the secret staging area for the last great assault on Apocalypse, I won't be left behind. I want to be there. When Logan delivers the means by which our airships will deliver their lethal engines of destruction unto Lord and Sabanor in his own domain, I have a modicum of faith in our diminutive mutant friend, you see. God help me. God help the rest of humanity if he fails. He's been holed up for 6 months. Won't eat for days at a time, and I've never seen him sleep. Ele Lama Sabajinchani. There he is, the sage of the great western desert himself, Gateway. Once when midnight smote the air, eunuchs ran through Helamet, but captain, without the dilithium crystals we cannot. Yo sombre sincero de donde crece la poma. Oh, I see. It's as if he's trying to absorb it all before it goes away forever. Yeah, well, study hall just ended. Let's go, Gateway. It's up to you and me to save the world. Don't do this to me, bub. This catatonic wise guy bit ain't going down with the old knucklehead. It's no use, Logan. He never answers. That's because you never pulled the plug on him, Carol. Oh, it's you, Logan. Ikage desuka? Kame gibit mir dinete handit. You want a hand up, Gateway? Sure. Oh, he goes, come give me the net hand. You want a hand up? Sure. It's as if slow, warm electricity was flowing out of me. The events of the past few weeks flashed through my head like the picture cards in a rifled deck. And somehow I know that they're all being perused and studied in a frozen moment of time, courtesy of Gateway's cosmic freeze frame switch. Some joy buzzer you got there. Where'd you pick that trick? Something I found in an ancient Tibetan manuscript. Really works, doesn't it? As for piloting the lead airship in a preemptive nuclear strike against Apocalypse, I have to pass on that. Beku bad karma, mucho negativity. And reason numero uno, it's not my job, man. Least I can do is teleport you back to where you came from. Kasum. What? High velocity kinetic energy weapon. The projectile trajectory was skewed by my space-time warp. What, in blue blazes? Never seen an enhanced human before, Grilly. Mangle and I had to do some on-the-spot grafting to get mobile again, but now we're cooking. Look at him, he's half the body, and the other guys, they're just... Here comes the coup de grace I promised you before. Logan, the cable. I'll get it. Fire in the hole. One Mississippi. Ugh. I got the cable. Carol. Whoosh, I see. Two Mississippi. Whoosh. Doesn't concern you, huh, Gateway? What you gonna do now, smarty pants? Three Mississippi. Four. Dum. You straight up about saving the world? Is this the big one? Clutch hitter at the bottom of the ninth. No, I'm no bombardier. No more cog in the war machine. I am the respiratory of the knowledge of humanity. I am the repository of the knowledge of humanity. The living index of every hard-earned scrap of information gleaned in our ascent from mindless savagery. Mine is the catalog of all the fishes in the sea, all the creatures of earth, all the birds of the... That's no bird. You were right, Deadeye. You were right, Deadeye led us right to them. I have them in sight, and I'm illuminating them with an infrared spotter beam. You can start your bombing run anytime, Pierce. How did I know these were the Reavers? I'm on it, Voltara. So what you know is that these are a lot of, these are the bad guys essentially, this is Age of Apocalypse version, but these are the bad guys from the movie Logan. Okay. I'm on it, Voltra. They're trapped in a tower with no place to run and no place to hide. It's a dive bomb, Logan. Start twirling your whirling gateway, but where? Start twirling and I'll tell you. Pierce, I thought you got turned into a briquette back in London. How the? I did, but the stuff of life is in me is strong. Enhancements has its advantages. Sounds like your brain got a little well done. Pierce, do you read me? Have you lost your controls? Maybe it could benefit. Maybe it could benefit from getting sliced open to cool off. Vulture, they're inside the plane. Help me. You're losing it, bub. Talking to yourself is a sure sign of skreek. Oh, calling an airstrike on me, huh? Too bad she can't stay. But I'm sure she had a ripping good time deep down in her guts. You paled her and threw her through. She did her job. She brought me time to do this, which essentially is what they did to the Reavers did to Lady Deathstrike. Only in this world they did Stella Pierce. No. I'll see you dead before we hit the ground. You lose, Pierce. One Mississippi, three Mississippi. Was that an explosion down there? That was a clutch hitter coming through with the grand slam. Oh, where is this armada, Logan? Paris. That's the secret staging area. So you decided to do it, huh? No, I'm going to give the High Human Council a chance to convince me. Fair enough. Have to do. Next, to destroy an empire. So, we're almost done there. Thank you guys for letting me read. Thank you guys if anybody came back, because I had to do take two, and I will be loading these up on my stuff soon. Thanks again. Peace.